noggin, noggin bush. They've all gone for beer and tobacco. Well, the heels they all bloom out, and the toes are big about, and the soles are looking out for better weather.
rock-solid credentials as the era's preeminent authorities on long-distance offshore sailing, for the first time, Lin uttered the three words her partner never, ever expected to hear.
We were talking on the phone, and I was telling her I just found a box of photographs of, when they were built in and so forth, and I said, we need to do something for Larry. We need to do a tribute And this is what we came up with. So it was a joy to do. It wasn't work for me, it was total joy. Lovely.
Thank you for gathering for Festival Sunday's bell tolling for those who have crossed the bar since last year's festival. It refers to crossing the sandbar that often separates the safety of a harbor or bay from the great, powerful ocean. Alfred Lord Tennyson made the expression more broadly known in his lovely poem, Crossing the Bar. See if I can keep from crying while I read this. Crossing the Bar by Alfred Lord Tennyson. Sunset and evening star, and one clear call for me. And may there be no moaning of the bar when I put out to sea, but such a tide as moving seems asleep, too full for sound and foam, when that which drew from out of the boundless deep turns again home. Shortly, I will read the names of those who have slipped their earthly moorings and are no longer here with us. After the reading, I will ring the bell 8 times, as is done aboard ship to signify the end of a watch when a sailor's work is done. When the bell has rung, please feel free to take a flower and walk to the end of the pier and toss it in the water in remembrance of your loved one. Melissa Ann Berwind, Anne Breen, Ted Brewer, Tony Foster, Marilyn Goldstein, Peter Gritt, Pete Hankey Sr., Lowell J. Haskins, Taylor J., Michael Clubfeld, Peter Leach, Jane Levins, John Lichty, Michael McDade, Ben Muse, John Willard Morton, Bruce Vincent Osborne, Philip Ford Parsley, Phil Pidcock, Franklin Tutt Robinson, Richard Skip Sims, Catherine Simpson, William Theodore Willie Smothers, Sharon Squire, Roger Walker, Gordon Tizansky. Now for the ringing of the bell. Thank you for holding these people and those who love them in your heart. Smooth sailing to our friends.
Well, hello, my name is David Lake. I'm from Richland, Washington, which by profession I'm a woodshop teacher. This is my 30th year teaching woodshop in the same school. I also teach engineering drafting, and I love it. As far as what I do and why I'm here at this show is 4 years ago I took a Pygmy kayak build class right in this building behind me, and it basically changed my life. Been at this for now 4 years. I have a total of 7 boats, and I can't wait to do the next one.
Very good.
Thank you.
Hi there, my name's Ian Weedman. I'm coming to you from the Brion Toss Rigging Shop on Point Hudson Harbor here in Port Townsend, Washington. We are the last day of the 45th Annual Wooden Boat Festival. About 23 years ago, I was walking these docks and encountered Brion, and I had peripherally known of his book, Complete Rigger's Apprentice. And the day I picked up that book, I couldn't put it down. Read it cover to cover, multiple times. But when I met Brion on the dock, I asked him just on a whim, I had no plan to do this, if he ever took apprentices. And he said, yeah, come talk to me tomorrow. At the end of that conversation, he said, memorize The Apprentice. And I said, I already have. And here we are 23 years later. We lost Brion to cancer about 2.5 years ago. But you know, he and I and the rest of the crew had a lovely conversation, and he gave us his blessing to carry on the shop and the traditions that we're responsible for here. So an ultimate blessing. And it's not lost on me for a second why the phone still rings. It's the reputation that he's made in this shop. And I'd like to think we're doing a pretty good job of upholding that. We've got an outstanding crew here right now of Jen Bates, Chance Bates, Matt Fahey, Shannon Africa, and Christian Grier. Over the years, in the early part of Brion's career, he released a bunch of DVDs, and probably not even DVDs, probably VHS tapes. Some of the how-tos of the skills that we do. Everything from wire splicing, to going aloft, to surveying your rig, to fancy rope work, and beyond. Brion understood that the only way we could carry on this tradition was to teach it and to share it. And those videos hold a lot of that legacy. And here we are a number of decades later since those first videos were made, making them current. We'll be re-releasing some newer videos of some current materials and practices here shortly after.
Hi, my name is Christian Grier. Brion is my husband, and I run the retail chandlery and do all the shows.
Hi, my name is Chance Bates, and I go aloft and am an apprentice at Brion Toss Rigging.
My name's Jen Bates. I'm Chance's mom, and I splice a lot of the running rigging and the synthetic standing rigging at the shop.
My name is Matthew Fahey, and with this great group of people at Brion Toss Yacht Riggers, I make sailboats better.
I'm Ian Weedman. I listen to them.
What I would love is an old wooden boat. Now they're a lot more upkeep, but when you're on one of those, it's like you're part of something. It's like you're connected, you know, to the original seafaring people who set sail into the unknown and said things like, "Holy crap, that's a big wave."
Finish worker Nick had me and him kind of share the first floor, and since there's the reason there's only two of us down here is that we have sacrificed all this space for the break room bathroom. And then in the metal building there's the three Joes.
Your shipwright ability is probably the same, but your video ability has gone way up. So.
Thank you.
What is that?
So what we do is we run that coolant out of the boat into this, and this goes outside of the boat against the hull, and the coolant runs through this, and the cold water of the ocean pulls the coolant down, and then it goes back to the boat.
It's crazy. Yeah, well, hey, if you give me a sec, I'll just go get a couple of shots, and then if you want to see the boat, I'll... Alright, mate. Alright.
Cool.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming. Thank you much. Appreciate it.
Oh, yes, I remember.
It's fantastic.
It's so nice. It's so nice so many people have signed up.
Oh my goodness.
And there are thousands of people who couldn't even get here.
Oh, I know.
This is great.
This is the guy that brought the picture of the boat for Darlene.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
My name's Patrick.
Thanks so much.
Catherine. Yeah.
Nice to meet you guys.
Yeah. Oh,
So, I mean...
would you sign?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Dude, that's you!
As we have just been informed, the line does wrap all the way around the buildings.
It's crazy. It's pretty crazy.
Thank you for what you're doing.
like Spotify, Pandora, Amazon Music, and you can get my entire criminal record. I cover my bank statements too. Thank you very much.
Where are me boots, me noggin boots? They've all gone for beer and tobacco. Well, the heels they all bloom out, and the toes are big about, and the soles are looking out for better weather.